Welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon, a brand new episode curated and cooked up just for you. And guess what? We get to curate it and cook it together. Glad you're here on the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. All we do is one thing and one thing alone on the show. Help you live your best life or start or grow your business. So welcome to a brand new day, a brand new Rundown with Ramon. What do we have in store for you today? Shh. Stop talking and listen. 5 sales tips from a fractional CMO. We're going to touch on mental exercises to help you tame stress and anxiety. Interesting tips. I thought I knew how to handle money as a financial advisor, but a conversation with a 30-year-old millionaire completely changed my life. There's a chip factory being created in Brooklyn. This is a personal tidbit of insight for me, bigger story to it. 6 principles for developing a disruptive innovation mindset. Sticking with incremental innovation may lower the risk, but also reduces the potential. Did you know her college side hustle led to an immediately profitable product that sells for up to $450, and she didn't even consider herself a business person? How to optimize your small business website for voice search. Voice is increasingly going to be used more and more and more. If you didn't know it, now you know it. Harvard Business Review talks about 6 common leadership styles and how to decide which leadership style is best for you. And finally, we'll wrap up with, we're going to start with actually, how to maintain your sanity when managing change, everybody. It's not easy when change goes on. How do you manage the stuff that goes all around you? Humans, we don't like to have things change around us, but sometimes they do. And sometimes, in fact, it goes way beyond our control. But I hope you're here for today for a great time. Buckle up and get ready. This is the Rundown with Ramon. I'm Ramon Ray, started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 3 books and more. Here to help you make your day just a little bit better. And if your day wasn't so good today, I'm glad you've joined me today and I can help be part of your day that's a little bit better. If your day was great, well, I'm glad I can be part of your day. It's great. Let's get the show, Rundown with Ramon, on the road. Here we go. So I'm ready. It looks like you're ready. And let's see who's in the room today. Deborah Williams is here. Deborah Williams, good day to you. Good day to you, Deborah Williams. I hope you're doing fantastically blessed and well. Great day to you indeed. Glad you're here, Deborah Williams, on the Rundown with Ramon. So let's get started with a brand new show. Ding, 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 ding. Deborah Williams, how to maintain your sanity when managing change. We don't like things to change. We like things to stay the same, but unfortunately or fortunately, we're in a world where there's change happens all around us all the time, whether it's big things like a pandemic or smaller things like we have to move, or we just spilled a cup of coffee on our lap. How do you manage change, writes Forbes at Sherzad Odilov writes that. 1, managing change takes a few things. 1, ground yourself in the why. Why is this change happening? Number 2, adopt a beginner's mindset. Research indicates that 70% of enterprise transformation efforts fail, with a major contributing factor being organizational inertia, the battle against the way things have always been. So adopt a beginner's mindset. Number 3, fortify your network of support. Change can be isolating, especially for leaders. So surround yourself with other people that can help support you. Number 4, focus on the impact, not the activity. You can do all sorts of busy work, but focus on the impact of the change and not just the busy work around it. And 5, express gratitude. Be grateful the change is happening, especially if there's some nugget that you can find to be grateful for the change. So, how do you manage change and not be stressful in a changing situation? 1, express gratitude. 2, focus on the impact, not just the activity. Number 3, fortify your network of support. Adopt a beginner's mindset and ground yourself on the why. Deborah Williams, I don't like just change for the sake of change, but sometimes change has to happen. And oftentimes when that change happens, it can be good for us. But sometimes there's change that happens, Deborah, and that change is not so good for us. What are we going to do about it? Fold and cry? No, we got to move on. Ding, 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 ding. 6 common leadership styles and how to decide which to use and when. Leadership is absolutely important. It's a bedrock of success. And good leaders often make great organizations, and great organizations, I wonder sometimes, do they make good leaders? But good leadership is absolutely important. So what are some different leadership styles that are there, that are around, and how can we improve on those leadership styles? How to decide which to use when? Number one, coercive leadership style, which entails demanding immediate compliance. Coercive leadership style is important. Authoritative leadership style, which is about mobilizing people toward a vision. Pace setting leadership style, which involves expecting excellence and self-direction. Affiliative leadership style, which centers around building emotional bonds. Democratic leadership style, which involves creating consensus. And a coaching leadership style, which focuses on developing people for the future. Which kind of leader are you? Which kind of style is best for you? And as you're thinking of which kind of style, the point here to take, it's not just which kind of style, but which kind of style do you use at which time? Sometimes you have to bring different styles of leadership out of the leadership toolbox, depending on who you're working with. Maybe some people need a more coaching style. Maybe there's a more democratic consensus building style. Maybe there's more the affiliative style, building emotional bonds with some people, pace setting, keeping things going forward in a direction. Maybe you have to be a bit more authoritative. Hey, people, this is the vision. Here's where we have to get there. Let's get there and move. And maybe you have to be a bit more coercive. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Get to know me better at RamonRay.com. Don't forget to check us out at zoneofgenius.com. I have a great email newsletter, which you can check out as well at RamonEmail.com. You'll definitely want to check that out, RamonEmail.com, and sign up for it. Thanks for being here. Listen, every day is not going to be perfect, but if you can keep your mindset right, then maybe you can make what seems to not be a great day, make it just a bit better for you. Ding, 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 ding. How to optimize your small business website for voice search, writes my friend Riva Lasansky in allbusiness.com. More and more, you can pick up your phone and you're speaking to it and searching on things. According to a study by Voice Search for Local Business Study, almost half of voice search users search for a local business daily. I need pizza. Find me the find me the local Chinese shop. Find me the local Italian shop. Hey, Karen Benson, glad you're here for the day of tips. Welcome, Karen. Glad you're here with us today. So voice search is important, and you need to be aware when people search on something, does the local search get optimized for your website? And in the power and world of AI, how can your website ensure that its results are integrated into AI? It is, whether you like it or not, most likely, and linked back. So how do consumers do a voice search? According to, Bright Local, smartphones are the most popular tool for voice searches for local businesses. And smart speakers are the least commonly used. So more and more people are taking up their phone, obviously, and doing it. However, people who own smart speakers use voice searches more frequently. So what do consumers search for? One, restaurants, 51%, grocery stores, 41%, food delivery, 35%, clothing stores, 32%, hotels and beds and breakfast, 30%. So voice search is only going to grow and grow and grow. 28% of consumers call the business, 27% visit the business's website, and 19% of people visit the business person. So one way to optimize your website for local search is to make sure that Google and other local search engines, Yelp, Bing, that your website is properly listed in them. If your website's not properly listed in them, it's going to be hard for the voice search component of those websites to pick it up. Also, use multiple keywords in your search use. Long tail keywords, not just sushi restaurant, but make sure you integrate sushi restaurant in New York that has a vegan menu. I don't know if you can do that. You get what I mean, though. The long tail search, use natural language. Make sure your website is written in a conversational tone. Ask questions and answers on your business website. What pizza place has XYZ? So the search knows that you're not just a place of information, but you're also answering questions. Scott Simons, good day to you, Scott. Always glad to have your smiling face here. Good to see you, Scott, coming across on LinkedIn. Glad you're here, Scott. Karen Benson says she does a search for educational things and sales. Absolutely. So search is very, very important. Everybody, listen, if you're not evolving your technology, if you're not enhancing your website, if you're not building a bigger brand and tweaking and tweaking and tweaking it, you're going to fall behind. You see what I'm doing here in the rundown with Ramon. The visual's a little bit different. The platform I'm using is a little bit different. I'm evolving how I do things, not just for the sake of evolving, but because as you evolve things, you get better and better and better. Scott Simon's coming across multiple platforms here as well. Love it. Trying out Facebook as well, Scott. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for all you do in the world. Ding, 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 ding. Moving forward here, there was a college student. She was selling a product for $450 profit. She didn't even consider herself a business person. Her story is very interesting. Kimberly Wyckoff, good day to you, Kimberly. Glad you're here today on the Rundown with Ramon. Dr. Amreen Dalwin's STEM tutoring gig in undergrad set her on the path of entrepreneurship. Dhaliwal's interest in curriculum development grew after a friend encouraged her to start a pre-med club. She went on to found CCRPS, a provider of accredited and innovative certification courses, with the goal of addressing the underemployed of foreign medical graduates. Today, her company is growing. So how did she do that? She found a need in the marketplace. This is how you can succeed in your business. Find a need in the marketplace and see how you can serve people who have that need. So when she was tutoring STEM classes in college, she realized teaching was her passion. So she loved doing it. What is your passion? She excelled on the newly formatted MCAT. She excelled at it. She was the best of the best, and then decided, I want to help students achieve higher scores. A college friend suggested she create a pre-med club focused on innovative learning experiences, which sparked interest in curriculum development and the use of learning management systems. So then she built a website and offered tutor services emerged after I hosted a successful MCAT seminar. Her tutoring venture expanded into a holistic coaching experience, which focused on the psychology of studying and more, exercise and nutrition. Here's the kicker. After collaborating with peers, she realized there was a need here in the market. This endeavor was more than a business. It was about making a meaningful impact. So CCRPS was founded to address the underemployment of foreign medical graduates. Together with college clinical trials, they aim to provide educational courses. The meat, what I'm trying to get to here, trying to find it here through this article, but very dense with all kind of big words, but talking about a story of someone who found a need, built a user-friendly website, formed partnerships with providers, and built trust. And then started to make the offer, hey, if you're looking to study, if you're looking to get ahead, we can help you do that. And her business grew. From the outset, the business achieved net profitability. This approach was essential in both our foundational stages and as we scaled, basically helping people study and do better in their coursework. The question I have for you, what part of the market are you solving? Who are you serving? What is their pain point? And how can you make a difference in their world? And how can you be paid to do that? That's how you succeed in business, by addressing the pain point of the market and saying, I have a solution for you. If you're not able to do that, it's going to be hard to build a business. Welcome to a brand new edition, everybody, of the Rundown with Ramon. If she can do it and make college courses, you can do it too. Let's keep moving forward to find out what's your zone of genius and how can you fit in and help others. Inc. talks about 6 principles for developing a disruptive innovation mindset. 6 principles for developing an innovation mindset. Sticking with incremental innovation may lower the risk, but also reduces the growth potential, writes Martin Zwilling. Oftentimes, we want to stay in a place of comfort, a place of safety, and place of security, and doing the same thing that we do day in and day out. But I would dare say that's not the place of maximum growth. Yes, you don't want to risk your family. You don't want to risk your personal health. You don't want to risk everything. But I think taking some calculated risk and going beyond what we normally do can be a great way to get ahead. Because if you're not getting far enough ahead, if things are going so smoothly for you, it's probably because you're not taking big enough bets. Be forever curious and an optimist. That's one way to develop a disruptive innovation mindset. Be forever curious and an optimist. Unpack your best ideas. Learn more every day in layers. Never give up on finding a better way. Prepare incessantly and daily. Put the customer at the center of your business concept. This is how you stay disruptive. This is how you stay innovative, by putting the customer at the center of your business, preparing incessantly and daily, never giving up, and finding a better way always, learning more every day in layers. Unpack your best business ideas and be forever curious and an optimist. This is how you can succeed. Because if you're staying where you're staying, Spicita, glad you're here making my day. Glad you're here. There's always a first-time user on the rundown with Ramon. Spicita Davis Jackson, glad to have you here coming across the waves here. You can't just stay the same and expect a different outcome. If you want to move forward and do things different, you got to do things different to move forward. It's so important to do that. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, everybody. Ding, 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 ding. And Brooklyn, New York, I grew up in the Flatbush area of Brooklyn with all the Caribbeans, the Haitians and Trinidadians and Jamaicans and Barbadians and Grenadians. And it was just me, a regular black guy. That's where I grew up. And one thing we didn't have in the area I was at was a lot of high tech. But I'm reading this article here in the Wall Street Journal that there's a chip fab business growing in Brooklyn called Nanotronics is building small modular chip plants designed to be shipped anywhere. So normally chip plants, you think of Intel and AMD, these big companies that have huge mega giant factories. But it says here they're building a cube fab, a modular chip manufacturing facility bundled with artificial intelligence powered software that can be shipped anywhere and assembled on site. A cube fab can be up and running within a year, producing semiconductors in virtually any location, the 14-year-old company said. So you thought maybe it'd be open in a few days. No, it takes a lot to open up a chip factory, but it doesn't take, I guess, the lot of years that it normally took. It only takes a year, and you can ship it anywhere. Interesting. Coming out of Brooklyn, New York. Spicita, you're a Brooklyn person as well. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And Spicita, I love what you're chiming in here and talking about. This is important. Spicita says, calculated risk is the way. Yes, this is it. Yes, yes, yes. I'm in a business of being disruptive. Love it. My good friend Lenica chiming in here. Aaron, watching from the Philippines. We just went international, everybody. This is amazing. So my question to you today is this. Are you going to take risk? Are you going to be able to do something different? Or are you going to be happy with doing the same thing? Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today with me. A 30-year-old taught this investor something different about wealth. I thought I knew how to handle money as a financial advisor, but a conversation with a 30-year-old millionaire completely changed my life. What was the advice this 30-year-old taught this financial advisor about life? What did he say? And the one thing he told him was make a list of things that make you happy. One item on his list was playing an instrument, watching a football game, other things that he enjoyed doing. So he broke the list into smaller items to make his financial goals feasible, to live the life he wanted. Then he priced out his list. I gathered each item's cost and put on a list. What would it cost me to learn an instrument? What would it cost me to maybe travel? What would it cost me to have an experience with my wife? What would it cost me to have an experience with my husband? What would it cost me to provide for my children the way I want? And then he optimized his income and his schedule. The remaining 95% was allocated to taxes, investing goals, and paying down debt. I did this by setting aside 5% of my side hustle income. This had two effects. Not only did it help me achieve portions of my ideal lifestyle, but it helped me avoid burnout. Everybody listen, if you want to grow, if you want to be at the financial place you need to be, this means you need to map out a plan and make it happen. These things don't happen by accident. It takes planning. This is a weak area of mine. It takes dedicated planning to be where you want to be financially. It doesn't happen by accident. It takes planning. And whether you're a millionaire, whether it's $100,000, $50,000, billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, the more you're able to plan, the more you're able to focus, and the more you're able to make things happen with purpose is the better it will be for you. Again, if you've just joined, guess what? This is the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. You can get to know me better at zoneofgenius.com. Get to know me better at RamonRay.com. All we do on this show is one thing and one thing alone: help you live your best life or start or grow your business. And I'm so glad you're here today. Moving forward, ding, 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 ding. Mental exercises that can help you tame stress and anxiety. This insight is from Darius Farrow. What are some ways that you can tame stress and anxiety in your life? A lot of that comes from within ourselves that we have to be able to tame. We have to be able to be calmer. We have to be able to paint a different narrative. But one thing the writer says is use the so what technique. We all have those moments where things don't go as planned. Our minor inconveniences throw us off. You spill something on your shirt or not. But if you learn to say, so what? That's okay. And move forward, it'll change your perspective on so many things. Second of all, Darius Farrow says, think about the end. Our daily lives are filled with tasks, deadlines, and responsibilities. We fret over presentations, meetings, and making mistakes at work, but let's put things into perspective. At the end of your life, you're not going to think about the times you screwed up a presentation or missed a deadline. Instead, you'll likely reflect on the relationships you've built, the places you've seen, and the person you've become. So don't fret. Don't fret. Don't worry so much. Try the view from above technique. In the business of our daily lives, it's easy to get lost in the details and let minor problems overshadow our happiness. Sometimes do you do that? Do you let things overshadow your happiness? Do you let things overshadow and where maybe it's not that big of a deal? Maybe it's a smaller deal than you think it is. Don't let things overshadow and take away your joy. Use the 5-minute worry time strategy. Worrying is a natural human response to uncertainty. But when we allow our worries to consume our thoughts at all hours of the day, they can quickly become overwhelming. Adopt the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum. This is where the Stoic exercise comes in, the premeditation of evils. It involves visualizing the worst case scenario in any situation. While this might seem like a pessimistic approach, it's actually a powerful tool to manage anxiety. These are some things that we can discipline ourselves to do that we don't have to worry so much all the time. Being more stoic, 5-minute worry time strategy, trying the view from above technique, thinking about the end, using the so what technique may take us to a better place. Spicita says, yes, the person who God wants us to become. Come on, Spicita, let's go. We can be the person we can be if we allow ourselves to be that way. We don't have to stay stuck in how we are, stay stuck in the mire we are. We can choose to have a different narrative, choose to live a different life. We don't always have to be the thermometer in the room, letting everything affect us. We can be the thermostat in the room and change the trajectory, the temperature in the room by choice. Last point here, stop talking, just listen. 5 sales tips from a fractional CMO talking about the power of just listening. Just listening. And this is written by Sydney Slotowicz. Sydney says, stop talking, just listen. Find the facts behind the feelings. Break down the numbers. Mentor your salespeople. Embrace the word no. If you want to sell better, how can you sell better? These techniques. Stop talking, just listen. Find the facts behind the feelings. Break down the numbers. Mentor your salespeople and embrace the word no. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. And I hope you're enjoying every edition of it. I'm enjoying it. Here, I'm playing some little sound effects there. Let's see how these sound here and there. I was looking for that. That's, I guess, the clap track. Not sure if you can hear that, by the way. If you can hear that track on your side, let me know. Let's see what this one is. I love it. Okay, because we got some sound effects today. But here, I'm about one thing and one thing alone. In addition to testing out some equipment and testing out the things on the Rundown with Ramon, which I love to do. But about helping you live your version of business. How I run my business is going to be different than how you run your business. How you run your business is going to be different than how I run my business. But the one thing I know, if you've enjoyed this show, do me a favor. Check us out on the Rundown with Ramon, will you? Check us out on zoneofgenius.com. Check me out at ramonray.com. Let me know how I can serve you, add value to your world. And I want you to ask yourself one question and one question alone. What do you really, really, really want in life and in business? Because the more clear you are, the better things will be. Ask yourself if you really want to be in business. Because everybody doesn't have to be in full-time entrepreneurship and be in business. I challenge you to understand this is not Shark Tank. This is not a TV commercial. This is not a TV business show. This is the reality of life where there's no commercial break. Ask yourself, are you hungry to be where you need to be? Do you have the hunger and thirst and desire in you to be there? What is your pricing like? Is it premium or is it the cheapest on the market? Ask yourself this, what do you do best? Because once you know what you do best, and especially you can get paid to do it, it's at a whole nother place. I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down, Deborah Williams. Glad you're here. Love it, love it, love it. Glad you're here in that spicita. And Kimberly, glad the sound effects are coming through. I'll use them more and more. Listen, y'all enrich my life. Go out and tell somebody that you appreciate them. Tell somebody that you care. Let's make the world a better place and all the hurt and muck that's going on in the life. We can be the light in the midst of darkness. People need a hug. People need an encouragement. People need a word. And sometimes we might be the only person in their life that can do that. Spacita, thanks for encouraging me today. Thank you for sharing these selling tips. I love this. We'll be back. We're aligned in a heart message. I appreciate that. Karen Benson, thanks for your encouragement as well. Everybody, this is the Rundown with Ramon. Daily show. We help you live your best life or start or grow your business. My name is Ramon Ray. Glad you're here today. Be blessed and have an amazing day. And Ray Drummond, I will take that yes. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening here, and I'll see you in the next edition of The Rundown with Ramon. Go out and make the day much better because you're in it.